So I'm Kennedy. My program is liberal arts transfer, but eventually the nursing program here. And what else? That's it.
Okay, thank you, Kennedy. Thank you.
Y'all caught me off guard, but okay.
I just want to make sure it's noted, this is Kennedy's second meeting. She attended the last one before the semester ended.
Okay. Thank you. Reflection and thanks to our very own Director of Student Life, Ellie Overall.
So hello, this is weird being public comments.
Aren't you supposed to be like one of these tables?
Yeah, stand in the middle of the room. But I just wanted to come to this meeting because, although I knew that I got the job at the last Senate meeting, I wasn't allowed to tell anybody that I got the job. So I had all my feelings last semester, of sort of ending this chapter of my life. I mean, it starting from when I was in student government, like I did that for 3 years. I was a vice president. And then the last 5.5 years here, it's been a really big part of my life. And I think it's just really important, this work, and that, I mean, especially this college gives students this voice, and I've appreciated being a part of that. And I've worked with so many amazing students. So I've just been doing a lot of reflecting on that, and I am genuinely sad to be leaving this group in particular behind. But I'm not actually going anywhere. I'm not moving offices. I just won't be at your meetings. So I just wanted to come and just thank you all for the work that you do, because I know it's not always easy and you all have a million other things on your plates and you could be doing other things. But I think it's evident that you all see the value in the work that you do, and the fact that you're bringing in lots of other students to help out with this. As soon as we had any vacancies, the fact that there are 4 interested people right now, and maybe even more that aren't here tonight, that's huge. And that speaks to the work that you all have done, because that's not always the case. That it always loses people going into the spring semester, and sometimes it has gotten as low as about 8 people for the spring. So I think what you all are doing is seen on campus, and I wanted to acknowledge that, and I'm excited to see everything that you all accomplish as a group and as individuals. So I just wanted to come, thank you all, and kind of say goodbye in this role, but that in my new role, I get to work with you and advocate for you in a different way. And I will do everything that I can to continue to advocate for students and what you all need, because that's why we're here. That's why I get up and come into work every single day. So yeah, I think those are kind of the things I wanted to share, and that my door is still open, although I am not your direct advisor. Come stop in, stay in touch after you leave Madison College. That has always been really important to me. Whatever that looks like, if you come back to campus, dropping in, or staying connected in other ways. It's amazing to me to see where students end up after being a part of Senate. So I'm excited to see where you all go, because I see big things in your futures. And then I also wanted to just acknowledge Sean, who's said this week he's stepping into big shoes, and that's true, but he also did really incredible work with the Student Senate as president for 2 years. So I wanted to acknowledge that there is this change, but Sean has so much knowledge about the way that this organization functions and its history. And we worked side by side in the middle of a pandemic. That's when he became president. So I just think lean on him. He knows those bylaws inside and out. And he has a lot to offer this group. And he cares also, like I do, about students. Like, that is why he's here and why he's stuck around since he graduated. So I hope that you will embrace Sean with open arms, and that I know that he will teach a lot, that he has a lot to offer all of you as he's advising individuals or in your committees. So I want to thank Sean for taking this role on, because it is a lot, and he only has a limited amount of time, and he's trying to fit it all in and help out, that's what Sean is to help her. So, yeah, so I wanted to thank you as well, publicly here. So, yeah, so I'm gonna stick around for your first meeting and, unless invited back, I probably won't see you until the swearing in ceremony at your official meeting. But you know, if you need, information or whatever, I will always, say yes to an invitation to be part of your public comments.
Thank you. Katrina, you have your hand raised.
I sure do. I wanted to say again, congratulations, Director. And I wanted to know two things. First, will you maintain your open door policy that if we needed you, we could stop by and check in or make an appointment at the front desk to see you? And secondly, if we reached out to you and made requests like for letters of recommendation, is that something that's doable for you, or should they go through Shine? I'm sorry, I'm just asking a question for everybody because I know we all are thinking it, but I just thought I'd
It's an
throw it
important
out.
one, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yes. So, thank you, Katrina. My door is always open, yes. You can absolutely, come right to me. If it is directly related to Senate, start with Sean. But, you know, if it is for you or, you know, something else related to student life, absolutely. I'm here for all of you, and all of the students in all of the other organizations and our student employees. So I know that at least for this semester, my time is very split in many different directions. So if I'm a little frazzled sometimes or might not have as much time, forgive me. But yes, my door is open, and yes, I will always be a reference for the students who I have worked with, because that is so important. I mean, a big part of the selling point of joining Senate is to make those connections. And I am happy to support all of you. So don't hesitate to reach out.
Any comment, concern?
Oh, I'm just glad that you mentioned that you were open for invitation.
Hello.
Definitely already have stopped by your office and asked several questions. So,
Requested help.
Thank you for serving Senate. You were a great help, and I think it's like, it's sad to see you leaving, and I know we are in good end with Advisor Green, but it's really sad to see you leaving. My question for you is, what can we bring to you? It's like, as the director of Students Alive, like, what concern can we bring to you?
It's a good question, one I haven't fully thought through. But I hope to continue to find ways to more formally get feedback from students when I have the opportunity to make decisions, right? So like at the retreat last week, I asked about catering because that's something that I, you know, had the opportunity to go and talk with catering about what student groups want. So I hope that I will do that formally, right? And that you'll hear from me in those instances. But in terms of bringing things to me, I think SAB related, right? Like, I think that there's part of this role is to make sure that students understand like the student activity fees, how the student activities board works, like all of those sorts of things, that if it's bigger than one organization, then that definitely is something to come to me with. I hope it's not complaints, but sort of complaint wise, you know, like I supervise all of the staff in student life, right? So if there's an issue that comes up with any of the staff, I would definitely want to hear about it, so that I can address it directly. I, again, hope that doesn't come up, but that would be a very good thing to come to me with. And I would want to hear, you know, kind of all sides and figure out how to find a way moving forward, whatever the concern may be. And ideas. I mean, I think if it's, bigger than your own organization or club, like I want to hear your ideas for how to make the student experience better. What can we try to change moving forward? Whatever I can try to add into the conversation if there's a bigger conversation happening at the college. So it's a little vague, but I think anything that is very specific to one organization or one club, probably has a different person to go to, unless it's like a conflict issue that you want sort of elevated. Make sense?
Thank you. Thank
See you
you.
later, Grant.
Thank you.
See you next week. Probably run longer.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you.
And again, just dropping it to, you know, say hi and all that, that's good too. But in terms of bringing things to me, those are the things I can think of.
Okay, this is not really related, probably is a different conversation, but I think you have a history with voter engagement.
I do.
We'll have a conversation later about that.
It's on Scarlett's plate, but
Oh.
I'm trying to give her
Right.
all the knowledge and resources that I used when I was working.
Gotcha. We will have conversations.
Thank you very much.
So my question is, who's in your position now? Like were you just a student advisor or you were doing other stuff?
Yeah, so that actually is a really good question. What happens next? So I heard today that the Student Senate Advisor position was approved to be posted. So that's great news. It should be posted hopefully next week. That position, as it's posted, looks a little bit different from what I was doing, what you knew of my job last semester. So it's working with the Student Senate leadership programs, which includes the NSLS, the Student Life Leadership Certificate, the WTCS Ambassador Program. So that is the role that I came into, and that's the role we posted. So the club piece of it is not part of that job, and that is what I'm keeping right now, with the hopes that we can hire for another person. The process moving forward is that the job needs to be posted for 3 weeks. I'll make sure all of you get it in case you know anybody who might be highly qualified. It is bachelor's required. Yes.
Can we petition that, like as Student Senate, if we wrote a letter and say, can we make an exception for a specific individual if we wanted to? As a Senate.
If
I mean,
you want them to not post it, they once it's posted,
Mm,
they have to go based off of the minimums. And like, I won't even see the applications for anybody who doesn't meet the minimums.
Okay.
I know. So,
So you have to have a bachelor's degree.
mhm. So it's even master's preferred, which, yeah, not required, but yeah,
Okay.
so that'll be posted. I am going to fight really hard with HR to try to get a student on the committee, but I don't know if they'll let me because they haven't let any students be on hiring committees for at least 2 years. See what I can do.
Give me those names.
Send Kaya. So my hope is by the end of March to have somebody actually start. I'll be in touch with all of you about the actual interview process. We absolutely will have student sessions like you had with the director and volunteer center and whichever ones you've been involved with. So yeah, we will have an opportunity for you to meet them, any candidates that we bring to campus.
Then,
All right, so like, in fall semester, yeah, Student Senate, worked hard to pass the SAB and we've been working on the 3-year plan. What would you like to see for us as, not as an advisor, but just, personally, like with our spring semester? What do you think we can accomplish by then, before we, summer, I guess?
I hope you will fill that position with somebody, maybe sitting around the table or who's interested in joining after today. That you'll have a coordinator for inclusion and belonging. I hope that you'll have an opportunity for regional campus students to give feedback, whether that's a town hall or some other way of giving feedback, because that's part of your goals for this year. I hope you come up with a great 3-year plan that showcases all of the great things you've done this year and some ambitious goals for the next 3 years. And that you consider whether there are new or different things you might want to do now that there may be more money.
And the spring election.
And yes, definitely elect people for next year. That's a given. So yeah, the spring election, and I can get involved with that as needed, because I have run that for the last 5 cycles. And now have experience of running the referendum using Wolfpack Connect.
Nice.
So I think that I'll definitely get a little bit more hands-on, especially as would probably be right when a new person is starting, for the actual voting piece of it. But yeah, I think those are kind of the things I'm thinking, to keep moving forward on some of your goals and get excited and creative for the future. It's always an exciting time. I love this time of year when you start thinking about, you know, what's next, what's possible, how did we use money this year, how can we use it differently next year? So, yeah.
Any other concern?
Why are you looking at me? Just have something thoughtful.
That used to be me last year.
No, I said something, so I was like waiting for your.
Potty.
Thank you, Director Rome.
It's very.
It's like.
It's appropriate.
Now you can just call me Ellie in every situation.
Next item is advisor report, advisor Green.
All right, so yeah, hey everyone, thank you for the amazing compliment, Ellie, I'm not really, it doesn't really bum me out that you're moving on the director role, because I've always thought you should be the next director, and I've always talked, very highly, we're still gonna be always working together, so I don't feel bummed out about it. I know that I'm always gonna be talking to Ellie, so whatever you guys usually say to me, usually will most likely always go to Ellie anyway. Cool, this is awesome. The only thing I really wanted to say is, I sent out that WSG, registration email out to everyone a couple of days ago. I think on Tuesday it was. We found out that we have to have that done and submitted tomorrow. So if anybody, I've already gotten about, I think at the last moment I checked, I think that's gone up to maybe 8, but I know definitely 7 people. People have emailed me. I've been keeping an eye on that. If there's anybody else who wants to go, I just need to know by the end of this meeting tonight, because tomorrow, yeah, I'm going to be going ahead and doing all the necessary paperwork.
Point of information, who is currently signed up?
Who's currently signed up?
I just want to make sure if people thought they were signed up.
Yep, all right, so I think the 8th person is so far, is Annette was the 8th person, I think, yeah. Anyway, I have Ty, Giovanni, Margaret, both Brunners, so Annette, Michael, Kodiak, I think were you signed up?
I just found that email, so I need to be on.
Okay, so, yeah. So,
No Katrina, no Cameron.
What?
I think Katrina, yep.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say like Katrina being there is I thought was a given. But,
That's why, and Nez is also going to be going
okay,
as well.
nice.
So
No
yeah,
Cameron?
every time somebody responds back, I have the email saved as a priority. but
Okay.
It's going down the thread.
Gotcha.
So, yeah,
Refresh my memory, what day and time?
it's gonna be the, I think 17th, the 18th,
I would
19th,
say,
and
yeah.
20th. Yeah, that's
All-
it.
Oh, this
So-
week?
Of February.
Yeah, it's gonna be,
Oh, February.
Wait, Cameron. Wait, Danny, you're not interested?
What?
You're not interested, Danny?
What is it?
Legislative seminar, Wisconsin Student Government Legislative Seminar. You will meet with legislators. There's a position paper, which I can send out to you once it's finished.
Sign me up.
The things that we're advocating for. Yes.
You have to respond to the email.
Oh, yeah.
Respond to the email, because yeah, it's gonna say, ask about what, there's different options to choose from, your t-shirt size.
After it.
Go.
Because
Email.
it's your name.
It would actually help me, because then I can just make sure that I can copy and paste the information directly into the registration form, and that obviously cuts down on potential mistakes,
Sounds good.
It's all free to the students, correct?
What?
It's free to all of us senators,
No cost to you.
no cost to us.
Yeah.
What if there are other people that may be interested in going to it? Perhaps.
Well, in the past, it has been open, I mean, in the past, when we didn't have a lot of senators who were interested or were able to even attend scheduling meetings, we opened up to their student body in general at large for an opportunity to check this out. Because it also helped with potentially recruiting new senators, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, I guess it's something that haven't really checked in if that's still the case, because things with the budget have been so,
Hmm.
want to keep so on the
Okay.
level of not.
Never mind. I think that's maybe in the.
In the past, it has been open to everybody.
Okay.
With this, sometimes, I know one year it allowed us to double the amount of people, like we ended up having 7 instead of 3. You know, we had 4 students interested at one point go.
Is this the last deadline, Friday? This is just the priority deadline, correct?
This is the deadline to submit the registration information to them so that they can make sure that
Okay.
you know who's going, what to, you know.
Okay, thank you.
So they, and then after that,
So we're planning to, elect a new senator here with, Angel. Is Angel, eligible to go, to jump?
Yes, sir.
I think that would be acceptable, yeah, definitely. If you're
Would you like to go?
Yep, let me check my, the calendar, Ali, you know, today.
Obviously, I have your number, so you know.
Yes. No, but today I will, you know.
Yeah, cool.
Sabrina,
maybe credit.
So I just wanted to
Sabrina's first time
clarify
coming here.
that you need to know today at the end of the meeting or tomorrow, because I thought you had to submit it tomorrow.
I do have to submit tomorrow.
how about Washington, Kennedy?
I didn't catch that, Margaret.
When do you,
Hey,
If
hey Maggie, did you call me?
Yes, I was saying, I don't know. If,
You have a
this is your
question?
first. Yeah, I had, this is your first time coming, so I wanted to know.
What if people?
It's out of order.
Uh,
I think Ayana said she wants to come, isn't
Yeah,
it?
she was on there.
She's on there, okay.
So to respond, if you got to me Friday, if I saw it in my inbox, when I opened my inbox Friday morning, I'm fine with that.
I'm just
But the
saying,
Thursday at night evening was more or less to make sure like
can anybody else
set
come?
the set boundaries, saying last minute things usually end up never going well when you know. So, but if I saw it when I opened my inbox Friday morning, I'm fine with that, yeah.
I just wanted to make sure
Yeah.
so people didn't think that they had until whatever time unknown
Yeah.
on Friday and then they weren't
And
included.
that's specifically where I'm not giving specific times on Friday, because, yeah, that's where you start having it running into potential conflicts.
You can go.
Cardiac,
How many people do we have right now?
Out of order.
the order. Cardiac is next.
What?
You have to wait until,
Oh, I thought you were pointing at me, it's okay.
cardiac go.
Point of order, we're governed by Robert's rules, are we not? So we ought to be raising our hands first thing.
Yeah.
Second thing, is anyone keeping time? Because I don't recall this being
No, I was
a
figuring
3-minute
that too.
discussion.
Nah, because it was friendly amendment, we didn't.
Yeah,
We
friendly.
didn't even have the time, did we?
It says
Does
friendly.
it not then automatically go to the normal
No,
10
time
minutes.
that it would be, 10 minutes that it would be?
Did we go to 10?
We didn't select the time.
We didn't select the time, but yeah, that might be a good,
Yeah,
Policy.
that might be
Say
a,
for the future,
yeah.
Yeah.
we should stick to the timing on this, and
yeah.
that should always, you hit that time, unless it gets extended, done, we'll stop.
Because this is
Right.
getting to be a hell of a free-for-all.
I will admit, we went on bounds of the time with the first one as well. I checked because I was thinking like, wow, this has been a minute. Sorry. Oh, yeah.
Maybe Joe got their hand raised after, but.
I was asking, I said, how many people did you have right now?
I 8, 9 Kodiak is now the 9th that I've received in my inbox.
And my second question is like, if, another person is not a senator and wants to come, is it okay? From here, the people that are here right now?
We've covered that.
Yeah, I mean, again, yeah, I have covered it on the sense of saying budget wise, I've been keeping it to senators or senator elects because our budgets have been so,
Okay,
we have to be very fiscally responsible, so yeah.
okay.
Okay, I would be. Rita.
Okay, sure. I guess one question is that if someone can come partially, but like maybe they have an appointment during like part of the Monday, could they still come? Basically, I'm asking.
As long as they're coming for the majority of if they're going to the event and they're getting the majority, or over 50% of that event, if they're
Okay.
going to the getting substance out of that, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Because if I know in the past, if you're going to an event and you are not, you're maybe only going to one thing and then ditching out for the rest of the day, that can end up being that you have to pay it back, but I'm fine with it. If you're going for more than, going for more than 50%, I know that, for example, in Giovanni, he may have a scheduling conflict later on the evening of one day, but that's very, he's gonna be participating for the rest of it, so,
Thank you.
yeah.
If you Crowder, and then
I wanna make a motion that we close this conversation.
Second.
any discussion? Everybody was in favor of closing the discussion, raise your hand. It's a majority. Okay, thank you. Sorry, we have to close the session. Okay, we're going to the next item. It's unfinished business, official nomination for Vice President of Public Relations.
Oh, definitely. We already had a nomination.
Did we?
Yeah, we had one.
Michael
That was
nominated.
the nomination.
But it's official, they say it's
So that was
official.
if there are any other.
It's official, this, we're doing it official, isn't it?
No,
No,
we did it officially last time.
But this is what it says here.
Okay,
Are there any other?
No, it was the official nomination. My nomination was done before we had break, so now it's still open for any other nominations.
Correct.
Oh.
We do one more, I believe, and then we go to, y'all
Vote.
doing your little speech and voting next week.
So who's the next person?
nobody want to make,
So is there anyone else that wants to be nominated for VP of Public Relations?
You gonna support?
It's people online hearing you, are they getting the point?
would be Brito?
Sure, I will nominate Senator Kodiak Kessel for VP of Public Relations.
Do you accept the position?
I accept.
Thank you.
That was,
Now we have two nominations.
Okay,
And-
is anybody online, can they hear you, that if they want to be nominated, because I don't think they can hear you.
Can people online hear me?
We hear him just
Yeah, I can
fine,
hear you.
and yeah, nobody, I don't think any
Yes,
of us
we can
want
hear
to
you.
run for that position, but thank you.
Thank you. And the nomination gonna be still open next week, right? And then after that, we're gonna close it.
Oh, okay. It's three
Good for you. Good recorder.
I thought we closed nominations today. I'd like to make a motion to close the nominations for VP. Thought it was 2 weeks.
Yes,
This
it
week, the
was.
second week.
Yeah,
We open it at the 7th. It's open until like the end of the meeting today.
Mhm.
And then next week, we're gonna vote.
yeah, you were saying
But wouldn't
nominations
that
are still
be-
Is that right?
Wouldn't that-
That's, it ends at the end.
Are you sure it doesn't end this meeting or? it
End
ends
of
at
the week,
beginning of
they
that?
say it ends at the end of the week.
No, and
2 weeks prior,
Yep.
after the official meeting.
Okay.
But
thank
wouldn't
you.
that be,
end of meeting. So
Week.
are you sure it's not the beginning of next meeting? I feel like.
I know.
For the bylaws this morning.
Point of
Yeah,
order,
he said he just checked, so it's
Okay.
the end of.
Robert's rules.
Sure.
Can someone make a motion to suspend Robert's rules?
Sure.
I make a motion to suspend Robert's
I'll
rules.
second
I'll
that.
second, yep.
I
You
second
got it,
Everybody
you got it.
in favor of suspending Robert rules?
Sure.
But-
Not unanimous, but there is
I
majority.
feel like we could like phone noodle
Mr. Roberts,
today.
will go and sit at the door.
Again,
Michael, can you accept a friendly amendment to suspend Robert's Rules of Orders for discussion for 5 minutes?
Yes, I will accept that friendly amendment.
Second that.
Go and sit at the door.
anybody was in favor of suspend Robert Wool for the official nomination or the discussion for 5 minutes? Raise your hand. Okay,
It's majority.
So you haven't, just 5:12, 5 minutes, 5:17 is when that 5 minutes is up.
Yep, I'm running a clock now. Because we've got.
Likewise.
Oh.
Okay, if anybody against it?
Oh.
Go to the door and sit there.
Is it approved? Motion approved?
It's approved.
Great, I'm starting the timer now.
Okay,
let's do it.
So I just wanted to clarify, so it's 2 meetings, I thought, so last meeting and this one, and then we vote next week?
Yes, everybody come with their speeches.
So do we need to close the nominations at this meeting?
No, that's what he was saying.
Nominations
Open
will
till the end of.
Automatic?
But why don't we do,
Okay.
because like 2 weeks, so if last time was the part where the first time you could open it, that means that was that 1 week. Then this is the second week, so you need to wait till the end of it, no?
But we were officially on break from school.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's give the
fine.
floor to, President, Dirk
What?
Bailey.
So the interpretation of the 2 weeks has always been 2 meetings from the meeting at which they're open. So they were opened on December 7th. This is the first meeting after that meeting. It will close at the second.
Okay.
I would consider it's very easy to interpret because of like business days type stuff.
Yes.
If you think about business days, over that entire period we were gone, it was not a business day for school. So that's the easiest way to think about it, is under, even not our student senate, like under just general school.
I just wanted to make sure that everyone that was eligible could, because there are people that are being sworn in now,
Still one more
One more
opportunity for nominations. They are
Which is on the
not
floor.
closed. They will, their first order of unfinished business next week would be close the nominations.
okay,
So still an opportunity.
great.
And then everybody who has accepted the nomination.
Okay, perfect. Great. Thank you for clarifying that.
So I just wanted to make one more comment, hopefully, before time runs out.
3 minutes.
With there being 2 candidates for the position and no one in the position currently, hint, we could use some help in getting whatever needs to be done in the next week or so. That's all I wanted to say. Don't ask me what. But I know that there's student ads that need to get put in, so.
We work at the Clarion.
I'm just saying,
Thank
but we
you.
also want to see what, you know.
I'm
Let's see
working
what's-
with Doug on that already.
Oh,
What?
interesting.
Oh, I've got lines on some better.
Thank you, thank you. For the nomination, is it the person have to be a senator? Or is it up to like, you have to be a senator to nominate, okay? Okay, any question about that? We can close it.
It's not actually a question about that, but I just want to mention that we do have another guest online, Christina
Yeah.
Van Kent.
I was thinking.
Hello,
everyone.
Not Bunker.
Hello, stop.
Bunker.
Hello, Christina.
Hi, thanks for allowing me to sit in on your meeting.
Huh?
Well, I have a little comment. She's actually has been a student senator before, so that's just a little.
Yeah.
comment.
I did not know that.
Welcome back.
Thank
And he
you.
does website design and
Thanks.
newsletter stuff. I'm letting future
Mhm.
people know.
It's-
Thank you.
She's also part of RISE. Nope, got a minute left.
Welcome.
Okay,
thank
wait a minute, let's clarify. I
So-
don't mind volunteer opportunities, but let's look commitment later on in the fall. Like if you got some volunteer committees, I can just be like, hey, help out. I'm willing to do that, but I'm just checking you all out, seeing how much has changed, what hasn't, and seeing how everything's flowing. So, but I won't take up any more time off the floor. So thank you.
Now,
Thank you.
This isn't a volunteer, you get a stipend, so that's a difference.
Right, you get paid.
Exactly.
Thank
Join
you.
us for the money.
Okay, Brent, order, thank
Okay.
you. Okay. Next.
Okay.
Item gonna be new business and we back to Robert rules. Anybody who wanna speak up to raise their hand, wait for to be acknowledged, okay? New business, appointment of our new senator. We have Angel. What's the full name?
Avila.
Avila, Angel Avila. And first, you're gonna have 3 minutes to tell about yourself and why you want to join Senate. And then after that, they're gonna have some question. And then after that, we're gonna have the vote. The floor is yours.
Hello, everybody. My name is Angel Avila. I was born and raised in Puerto Rico. The first time that I actually came to the United States was in Georgia. I spent some time in the military. I actually couldn't afford college. My parents couldn't help me out as well. That was one way to actually make it happen, and I did. I actually graduated, had a bachelor's in science. I have an associate's degree on engineering. And right now I'm currently working to an IT, trying to do two majors. It will be cloud and cybersecurity. The first time, I'm a person that is obsessed with knowledge. And the first time that I actually heard about the group, it was about roots. And that was really interesting to me, because I believe that at the end of the day, we are part of a big tree that spreads around. No matter the backgrounds that we have, with the where we come from or how we look. I actually can provide to the team diversity. I actually come from different cultures. Where I come from, people, we value the things that you do for each other. You don't look your skin or the backgrounds that you come or the of things that you portray. We actually are interested more how you are with us, how your work is held to a standard. I believe that I can be a tool to everybody, and I can actually be a sponge and learn from each one of you. If you actually allow me the opportunity, I can actually be that tool, that instrument to help out on each activity, and I'm here to learn. That will be all.
Okay, we're gonna go to question. Gordon?
I have a comment to start out with. Angela, I just wanted to thank you for volunteering to be on the team development committee before joining Senate, and also appreciate the fact that you brought us some yummy cheesecakes from the Cheesecake Factory. So I just wanted to make those comments too. I really appreciate you already. I feel like you're gonna bring something to Senate.
Appreciate it.
Okay. Any other question?
Yeah, also a comment, I always see Angel in the gym, he's making those gains. He's committed to the gym. So I feel like anything he says he's committed to, he'll come here and show up with that too. Like I've seen you at the gym. Saw you at what? You showed up to the flag setup day. Like you've been volunteering, not just like at the social events, but you show up to like work with us too. So you weren't even getting paid for that. So it's like, I don't know, just something to keep in mind, everyone. Like, he says he's gonna do something, he shows up. So that's just something I wanted to point out.
Any other question? Any other question? Okay.
Any online questions?
You said you were in the school or what? Where did you graduate, here or somewhere else?
No, I actually graduated somewhere else, but I am
Okay.
trying to do two majors in here.
Oh, okay.
I try to add more value to the person that I am, and I'm that would be a good way.
Okay, apart from
Time's up.
English, I'm still,
Wait,
what?
the time is not up for, like, you have 3 minutes to do a presentation.
I never said she couldn't talk. I was just letting you know time's up.
Okay, yeah. You can go.
I was asking if, apart from English, you speak Spanish, right? That's all I want.
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay.
How long?
Let's,
I'm with it.
Senator Malone?
Yeah, Mike, mine's a question for you. So what would you like to accomplish if you were elected to the Senate?
Can I be completely honest? So every time that I go to a company or an institution, I like to bring some sort of value. Most of the time, companies are more interested in revenue and return on investment on whatever they are trying to fulfill as a group. And that's my intent. And that's what I want to accomplish, be able to reach and help out on the common goal that the Student Senate has.
Thank you.
Any question online? I see nobody. Okay, my question for you is, what is your strength and weakness?
So I would say that my weakness is I'm really competitive, and sometimes I can be overwhelmed. I will be sleeping less, doing more, and that drains my body a lot and my mind. Something that I actually have that is really something strong is that I am actually a good listener. And I have learned what not to do.
Thank you. Any other question? We're gonna go to Advisor Green for the vote.
So I will do this either one of two ways. I'll put this in the link in the chat. I'll also share my screen with the QR code if you want to do it that way.
Is there a reason it needs to be anonymous? Like,
I would, yeah, I mean, I guess I would say because the bylaws state it should be.
okay.
Yeah. I probably, there may be, but I don't remember, and hey, I'm gonna leave that now. So let me share my screen. You only, voting members only can vote, so anyone, any guest that's not a senator cannot vote. Additionally, only vote once as well, so I just need to be able to share the screen and. Okay, like that. Is QR code if you want to do it that way, otherwise in the chat, the team, the chat. So, okay.
So you can QR code that. Or oh, you can't. I'm not putting. Forgot that that is the case. I can go to the chat.
Yeah, no, it's not logged down to the video feed. Thanks for asking.
Wait, where's the no button?
Dang, this is recorded. By the way.
They will remember you.
So probably have 6 responses and.
I wanted. Someone in person.
Who's got the mic open? Is it me?
It is
Oh,
not.
I think, is it?
It's Kodiak. Oh, he made
Not
it.
anymore.
Watch, I'm like.
I just looked and I was like, oh crap. That's the first time I've ever done that.
I was over here button smashing to make sure.
Before I say, it, has everyone voted?
No, I laughed and accidentally swiped out.
So hungry.
So let me know when you vote, and then I'm assuming if nobody else says whether or not, I'm assuming everyone else has voted, if not speaking up now.
I just got it.
You said you did vote just now?
Yeah.
Okay. So, 10 votes, congratulations, you go.
What's the unanimous? I like that.
Yes, so.
Oh, yeah, 10 yeses.
No, it's not 10 yes.
So, all right, cool, I'm gonna stop sharing, and, you guys, can carry on and continue with the next steps.
Okay, now we're gonna have the swearing.
What?
I totally remember, like, when you first joined the Senate, that was me. Sean used to be like.
Can you speak louder? We cannot hear.
Please place your left hand. Do you solemnly swear to do your civic duty, serve your college, your community, and most importantly, your fellow student in a democratic fashion?
Yes, I do.
Do you swear to treat all people equally and fairly, and that you will strive to create a student senate which is welcoming to everyone?
Yes, I do.
Do you swear to listen, speak out, and act in all ways which will empower all students?
Yes, I do.
Do you swear to carry out all of these tasks to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will.
I, Margaret Ju, Vice President of the Legislative Affairs, having had you recite the Students' Senate oath of office in front of the General Assembly, do hereby appoint you to the position of Senate for the 2023-2024 school year. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Senator Abdullah, Abdullah is your last name, right?
Yes.
Okay, Senator Abdullah.
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 Yeah.
Abdullah, you say Abdullah. Really?
Yeah. Non-business housekeeping, no non-business housekeeping announcement. I didn't have to give a report, but I want to, in the announcement, you're gonna see a new president. We gonna,
Oh.
last summer was the time for us to be trained. Fall was the time for us to be trial and error. Spring gonna be the time to get it right. We're gonna follow Robert rules. We're gonna be strict about it. And everybody we're gonna have to report, gonna have to send on writing report, like the highlight, after you give the report the next day to our communication coordinator. The other thing is we have a lot to do this semester. We have to be focused. It's not the time for us to drop the ball because it's close to our end. You know, it's like some people are transferring, some people are not running again. It's not the time to drop. This is the time for us to get it right. And we will try our best. And the other thing I want to say, congratulations to everybody who come back. And we did do a great job in the fall. And that's my remark. And the other announcement, anybody want to do an announcement?
Right. So if like we go in the committee, we send it to, Michael.
Yeah.
So not Giovanni, or Giovanni and, wait, Giovanni, you and
Me and
Grace?
Or,
But may all reports, after you give a report, send to the communications coordinator, so they have that, so they can be able to add that into the minutes for you guys next GA, so you guys can use that to,
Like the folder you made.
Okay, and then
Directly.
honestly, wait, that's not a bad idea to put it in the
Oh,
folder.
true, too.
Yeah, the folder is.
That's a
That's
pretty
a
good
bit-
idea.
okay,
Sorry.
I'll have to wait. The other thing is, let's say you have 2 minutes to give a report and you couldn't give all the report, you can still send the written report, like they can put it in a minute. That's where we can read it. You have the hand raised.
Yeah, I was just gonna say with the reports, it also goes to the point of making sure that whatever's put in the minutes is accurately reported as well. By having those as well.
Can we actually have a folder made? Because if everyone put it into the folder,
Mhm.
right, I think that would actually solve the issue. It doesn't need to be, it could be either or, like it's just two different ways of doing the same thing.
Yep.
And then everyone
Once
would
it's
have
in the
access.
folder.
You have to wait for your, Vivi, recorder.
So I had an announcement. Can I?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So there's gonna be a play on February 10th. There's a showing at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. It's called The Meeting by Jeff Stetson. It's an award-winning play. I am sending you guys a message right now that has the details of it. It's a free play. And it's supported by the Black Student Union as well as a number of other places. So if you look in your email right now, you should see it. And it's an award-winning play that's going to be here at the college. It's open to the public as well as students, and it's free for everyone. It's on February 10th, which is a Saturday. There's a 2 p.m. showing and a 7 p.m. showing. One of the events that's going to be going on during Black History Month. Also, the gallery is opening. There's a gallery opening that's held by the Women's Affinity Group here at the college. That will be on Thursday, the 1st. It should be still going, I think, after the meeting is done. I don't know if anyone knows, but they have a gallery experience every single year. I've gone the last 2 years and it's been pretty cool. They
I was
brought in-
there too.
Yes, they brought in a gentleman from Detroit 2 years ago who did a sculpting. He does sculpting and it was just really amazing. And I have lots of pictures from that one. And then this one, the one that they did last year was more local artists and some other artists, and it was amazing too. And I'm happy to share any of those pictures with people, and I just wanted to let you know about those 2 events for sure. And to keep your eyes open because there's going to be some more stuff going on. The Black Student Union is working with IC, and this is still in the tentative stage, but we're looking at having like a soul meal, along with like a possibly a community performance or a fashion show. It's not finalized yet, but potentially February 28th is the tentative date that we're looking at right now. So.
Thank you. Any other announcement? My another announcement is on February, the meeting after, gonna be the 8th. I'm not gonna be here. You're gonna have to take over.
Great.
I'm
love
gonna
it.
be in Washington.
Oh, jealous. Congrats.
Yeah, and I hope, and I know you're gonna be on good end, you know, with the VP Brito and VP Joe. Okay. You're about to.
I had my hand up before.
Okay, oh, okay, yeah.
I was talking about what he was saying. It's good to put it in the folder, not to keep sending it. So that people can have access to it.
It's, the way I see it is, when he sent it, he put it in the minute.
Yeah, and then the folder is just kind of like a backup there to make sure that we have it all in one location. So all your reports will be in one location, but they'll still come to me so that I'm able to include them in the minutes. So it's like, it's a double fail safe almost.
VP Carter.
Why can't we just do it?
I move to close the meeting.
Is that a adjournment?
Adjourn.
Adjournment.
Yes.
Can we just
I
do it one
second-
time?
I
That's
second. Any discussion? Everybody was in favor of adjourning the meeting, raise your hand. Can vote.
Yeah, I can vote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
Okay,
be
everybody
there.
vote. You can vote.
Don't vote.
It's look like we have everybody, right? Anybody who was, you can lower your hand. Everybody who was against adjourning the meeting, raise your hand. Anybody was abstain? We move to adjourn the meeting at 3:55. Thank you.
5:55.
Oh, Lord. Just go home.
5:55.
Just go home.
To our,
5:35.
Just go home.
Gosh.
Go home. You wanna go home? Go
Yeah,
home.
we wrapped it.
Go home.
Maggie, did you hear that? I just asked